I don't feel like platforming this guy. I don't feel like giving him the blessing of being my dance partner in the ring, especially after.
It would appear that the highly anticipated bout between Andrew Tate and Logan Paul may take place a lot sooner than you guys think it will, and in today's video, we'll examine all the most recent data regarding the fight. Therefore, make sure you're present until the very end so that you do not miss out on any of the essential information. Let's go right to the video and find out what Andrew Tate has to say in reaction to Logan's latest call out, as well as the date that the fight has been scheduled for. Both Andrew Tate and Logan Paul have been going back and forth with one another on several occasions. So let's take a look at where it all began.
In the ring, especially after the social media platforms have made it very clear how they feel about this guy, right? And I would even put a little call out here to like fellow creators and even JJ, like, you want to re-platform this guy? Anyone? You want to have him on your shows? You want to give him another opportunity to speak and spread his agenda?
It was quite incomprehensible when he said that he didn't want to platform the other individual, notably in light of the fact that Logan was given a second chance. When you think about it, what exactly did Andrew Tate say that was so outrageous that it deserved him to get deplatformed? I'm not going to get into specifics and explain why I think it was, since the same thing could happen to me, but there was very certainly an attempt to push an agenda, and Logan, out of all people, ought to be aware of this. After eventually hearing what Logan Paul was saying on his show, Andrew Tate reacted angrily in a videotape that quickly went viral, in which he declared,
So first things first, I want to make it very, very clear that Logan Paul is absolutely and utterly a tool of the Matrix. He's a bought and sold individual with no soul. He doesn't stand up for anything, and he doesn't mean anything he says. He gets pieces of paper from Susan or whoever else telling him what he's allowed to say on his channel to retain it.
You aren't able to disagree with the majority of the assertions that Tate is making, and even Logan is aware of this, but he will not contest it since it's true. Despite the fact that he has stated that he would fight Logan Paul for nothing, this is complete cap.
100%. Not only do I believe it, he's proved himself. He will flip-flop on any issue. He can be bought and sold. The dude's a bitch. Logan Paul is a bitch, and I will say that here publicly. If anyone wants, I'll fight him for free. The guy's an idiot.
Last week, Logan Paul made an appearance on a podcast hosted by the #1 ranked UFC bantamweight Sean O'Malley. During that interview, Paul revealed that he had a change of heart and recanted his previous statement because he's suddenly eager to platform Tate and wants to fight him.
Logan Paul. Logan Paul doesn't believe in any of the things he says. Logan Paul is a man. If you ever were unfortunate enough to consume his content, I get sent clips of it all the time by people mocking him. As soon as something comes out, whether it's Harry Styles wearing a dress, whether it's Lil Nas twerking on the devil, whether it's this, he just sits there and goes, yeah, this is great. Yeah, this is great.
If it came down to it, Tate and Logan have comparable skill sets. So a fight between the two of them in the UFC would be something that I could easily get behind.
Great. He is a talking piece. He is the mouthpiece for the agenda.
Do you have any idea what the pay-per-view ratings for a fight between Tate and Logan would be? Personally, I think Logan would win a UFC bout against Tate, and he would do so convincingly. Tate remarked that there is nothing more important to Logan Paul than being liked and being talked about in answer to Logan's challenge to fight in the UFC. He's terrified of any genuine challenge and will run away from it, yet he will continue to pretend to fight in the WWE. For some reason, Logan continues using his name.
He said you want to fight him, then WhatsApp him directly. Huh? Dummy, I'm trying to fight you, not fucking become your buddy.
An attempt to increase his relevance through the use of headlines. On the other hand, he is well aware that my abilities and level of knowledge in any ring are unrivaled by him. Although we haven't always agreed with each other, his brother Jake has been making positive strides in the boxing world despite our disagreements.
I don't know what inside shit, brilliant fraud, I'll say it again. I don't know what inside shit, buddy behind the scenes thing you think this is. I don't like you.
He deserves higher compensation, better benefits, and more recognition for women in the sport. Not to mention the fact that he puts necessary effort in. He's working towards the accomplishment of a goal that he has. Logan, if the conditions are agreeable to both parties, I'll fight Logan Paul in the arena. Paul serves no use.
I don't like you. I want to fuck you up. Not text you to make a deal on a fight. I don't give a fuck about you, bro.
Put him in a cage and kill him. After confirming this information with the mutual contact through previous communication, it is now time for Logan to pay the price. I will not consent to it if he's able to out-earn me as a result of his damage and become a clown like him. With a middling income from online sales, would gladly give up his pride in exchange for money. I vowed that I would take on his challenge for no cost, and I intend to keep my word. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, he just needs to fly to Romania and knock on my door and get the shit kicked out of him. If he's successful in his recovery, he'll be able to spend the rest of his life living in the shadow of his brother, which is exactly where he belongs. It would indicate that Andrew Tate is open to the idea of this fight taking place. It will be the ideal time to make use of the January 2023 Misfits boxing card. It appears that Logan is already back in the WWE training after his injury scare, but you should go ahead and set it up anyhow.